When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what must I do? In the evening, before going to bed, what have I done? Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote encourages us to start the day by planning and setting priorities, asking ourselves what actions are necessary. The evening should be dedicated to analyzing the past day and evaluating our accomplishments. This practice leads to a conscious life, where each action has a purpose and time is used productively. Regular reflection helps us learn from our mistakes and improve ourselves. Thus, the quote emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for our lives and constantly striving for development. Life is like a game. Some come to compete in them, others to trade, and the happiest to observe. Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote compares life to games, highlighting three types of people: those who strive to compete, those who are preoccupied with profit, and those who enjoy observing. The first actively participate in life, striving for victory and achievements. The second see life as an opportunity for profit and material enrichment. And the third, like spectators, contemplate the world, finding joy in simple observation and reflection on what is happening. Pythagoras implies that true happiness lies not in struggle or enrichment, but in the ability to enjoy life to the fullest as an observer. Ask a drunkard how he could stop drinking. I will answer for him. Let him often recall the things he does when drunk. Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote offers an unconventional approach to combating drunkenness, emphasizing self-reflection and awareness of consequences. He argues that instead of general advice, the drinker should often recall their actions while intoxicated. This memory should become an unpleasant stimulus, causing disgust for one's own behavior. Thus, the path to giving up alcohol lies in realizing its negative sides and their impact on one's own life and the lives of others. Pythagoras emphasizes the importance of personal experience and self-observation in the process of changing bad habits. Unhappy people seek outside themselves for the good that is found within. Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote states that the root of unhappiness often lies in seeking happiness outside, not inside oneself. People who suffer from a lack of joy seek it in material possessions, external circumstances, or the recognition of others. However, the true source of well-being is within a person, in their inner world, values and perceptions. Pythagoras suggests that happiness is not a goal to be achieved, but a state to be cultivated within oneself. Unhappy people do not realize that their well-being depends on their own efforts and inner attitude, and not on the outside world. In boasters, as in gilded weapons, the inner does not correspond to the outer. Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote compares boasters to gilded weapons, emphasizing the discrepancy between their outward appearance and inner content. He suggests that showing off is just a mask that hides inner emptiness and insecurity. Just as gilding gives a weapon the appearance of value, so boasting creates a false impression of a person's worth. Pythagoras points out that a person's true qualities and values are manifested not in words, but in deeds and inner content. External brilliance and self-praise often serve only to hide the lack of real achievements and virtues. Only living fresh food can make a person capable of perceiving and understanding the truth. Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote about the connection between living food and the perception of truth emphasizes the importance of nutrition for clarity of mind and spiritual development. He argues that eating fresh, natural foods directly affects a person's ability to comprehend deeper truths. Pythagoras implies that dead or processed food clouds the mind, making a person immune to wisdom. He sees a connection between physical health and spiritual growth, implying that a clean body contributes to a clear mind. Ultimately, the quote calls for a conscious choice of food as a path to a deeper understanding of the world and oneself. Let your conscience be your only deity. Pythagoras. Pythagoras' quote, "Let your conscience be your only deity," calls for deep inner honesty and moral responsibility. It states that the highest authority for a person should be their own conscience, not external laws or public opinion. This means that everyone should listen to their inner voice, which distinguishes between good and evil, and build their lives in accordance with it. Pythagoras emphasizes that true morality comes from within, not imposed from without. When a man comes to power, he shows who he really is. Pythagoras. Pythagoras's quote, "When a man comes to power, he shows who he really is," reveals that a person's true nature is revealed when they are given power. Under normal circumstances, people may hide their flaws or pretend, but power seems to remove this mask, revealing their true character. Pythagoras suggests that power is a kind of test that shows how honest, fair, and virtuous a person is. Power can both elevate a person, revealing their nobility, and corrupt them, revealing their greed, selfishness, or tyranny. This quote serves as a reminder to be careful in choosing those who hold leadership positions, as power can amplify both the best and worst character traits. The true nature of man, according to Pythagoras, becomes apparent precisely when he has the opportunity to influence others.